Preparing stream. Can you see it on your screen that says meeting is now streaming live on
Meeting
YouTube?
is now streaming live on YouTube.
Do you see that?
I do.
Okay. Oh man, there we are. I can turn this on and mute it.
The actual stream.
There we go. Okay, it's going now. Hey everybody. If you're tuning in on the YouTubes, there is a minute delay. And so we won't see your comments right away. But if you want to tweet at us,
oh yeah,
at Clinton Adam, I'm gonna have the Twitter open here. So if you want to tweet us live while we're, I guess it'll still be a minute behind. I guess that doesn't make any damn sense. Because they'll be watching on YouTube. It'll still be a minute behind.
It'll still be a minute delay, right? That's okay. I mean, as they come in, we're planning on doing this for a few minutes anyway. So,
yes.
Welcome everybody to the Getting Lost podcast. Today is Lost Day. Yeah, we got our Locks Magic Goop shirts on. I put the shirt on specifically after I got home from work, and I took off my work shirt and I put this shirt on. But today is
Lost. Not knowing that I was going to ask you to be a part of this.
Not
that
knowing
was before I said that,
yeah,
right?
Not knowing anything.
Yes.
No, you texted me on my way home from work.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. No, today is the 16th anniversary of the premiere of Lost, right?
Yes.
And that's why
going live on the air.
So
pilot
Lost
episode.
Is 16 years old. Lost can drive. Lost has a driver's license now and can drive.
Happy birthday, Lost.
A teenager.
Watch out, world.
Now,
Lost is on the road.
Where were you in 2004? What were you doing in 2004? Like 16 years ago.
I was in college in Cedar City.
Okay. Yeah,
I know so many of my friends, actually we had them on the show a couple of years ago. My friends TJ and Wendy, they hadn't been married yet, but they were dating and they were all about Lost. And I was so sick of hearing it. It was literally that hype that was going on in college that made me never want to watch it. And I didn't watch it until 2009 because I'm a dumbass.
Well, it's better than
I'm stubborn.
I didn't watch it until 2005. So I'm sorry, 2015. Sorry. So
yeah, 2015. Yeah, you're the real latecomer here. Let's be honest.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna get this link here.
Yeah, because you just
keep going.
You just got into Cedar City, right, for college? Because I had just left Cedar City.
Yeah, I was fresh meat down there.
Yeah, see, and I had just left, so our paths did not really cross right then and there. Although you claim that we met around that time. When did you claim that you and I met?
I don't remember. I thought it was a birthday show.
I thought we met January of 2008. That's when you and I met. I'm pretty sure.
That seems late. I thought I met you one time before then, like I don't know, like in improv sports or something.
It's possible that before I left on my religious expedition, that I had come down to Cedar City after I left, after I left Cedar City, but before I left on my mission.
Yeah, I felt like that was a thing. I feel like that was a thing.
It might have just been for like one weekend or something.
Yeah.
Because I remember going to
old school.
I remember going to a house. You were there. I think it was your apartment. It was like wood paneling all over the place. Does that sound familiar? Or someone had a lot of wood.
That might have been the place that Wendy was living at. But
okay.
It had an attached apartment behind that house, so
okay,
I would have been nearby.
And I remember you were playing the guitar, and for whatever reason, you were very interested in talking to me, and like I was just like, and I don't know if you weren't dating Jane Ann at this time, but
no, not yet.
Like, I remember thinking, why is this guy so interested in me?
The hype was built up, man. Everybody talked about Clint Erickson.
Whatever. That's a load of bollocks.
Now, in all sincerity and in a complete compliment to you, people told me you were the mini Chris Bodley. You were little Chris Bodley,
which is not,
and I had nothing but respect for that man. So,
which is not a compliment for me. That's a compliment for Bodley. Right? Like, I'm not good enough to be my own person. I have to be the mini version of someone much better.
No, just that you had a lot of similar traits and you were both really hilarious.
We had similar looks. I looked like he did, but that's when I had hair. He is aging a lot better than I
am. Oh, come on. We're all just getting old and decrepit now.
I know, my head looks like a watermelon with a beard.
We're all Christian in the church now.
Right. Oh boy. I hope everyone I'm hoping everybody's tuning in. We got a lot of likes on our I say a lot of likes, but for the relatively
several likes, tens of people.
For the relatively small amount of time that I advertised this on our social media, we got a lot of people liking it. I mean, this was kind of a last minute thing, but it was a great idea.
It was.
So kudos to Adam.
I was just feeling up for it.
Yeah. Now, my Lost journey is a little bit different than yours. Back in the day, Adam and I had another podcast with some friends of ours called Everything to Nothing, where we are, people's like, well, what's your podcast about? And we'd say, well, it's about everything and nothing. We basically just had
everything to nothing.
It was just a conversation podcast where we tried to throw, speckle in comedy here and there. And every opportunity that you had, you would throw in a Lost reference. And you'd be like, oh, it's like
Did
this
I really?
Lost. Oh yeah. It got to the point where I was like, okay, I get it. You like Lost.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
Whoop-de-doo. And every time you said something about Lost, I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never seen Lost. You were dumbfounded. Like, what? You've never seen Lost? You, Clint, who loves television and film, you've never seen Lost? Like, no, I've never seen Lost.
That did blow my mind, yeah.
And then how Getting Lost started was after Everything to Nothing ended and we stopped recording that podcast, I was turned on to the Gilmore Guys podcast. It was a Gilmore Girls rewatch podcast. And I was like, that's not a bad idea. But the difference is that both of them had seen every episode, right? And I was like, I bet we could do a show. And I called you immediately. I remember exactly where I was too. I was at my old job on campus because I've just worked at the university for 10 years now. But I was at a different job, and I remember I was walking to the honors dorm where they had like this little marketplace, and they had some snacks and food and stuff. And I called you and I was like, I've got an idea for a podcast. Hear me out. It'd be called Getting Lost. And I think as soon as I said Lost, you're like, I'm in.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
I said it's called Getting Lost, and it's all about the TV show Lost. You're like, done, I'm in. And I was like, okay, wait, let me pitch the rest of the show to you. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And I said,
I would be a terrible Stevie executive, like making these decisions. Yep, sounds great. I love it. Bring it on. And then it just turns into crap.
It's like you work at Netflix.
Filth Island.
It's like you work at Netflix, and you're just like, you answer the phone, Netflix, you're greenlit.
Yep.
But then I pitched the rest of the show to you, and I said, what if we did a rewatch podcast of Lost? And every one of our episodes, we go through one of their episodes and we talk about it, analyze it, and and we kind of just spitballed from there. And then we came up with the rating system of using the numbers. And we started Clint's Conjecture Corner. When we had our own inside jokes that our listeners seem to enjoy, like Shank, Locke's Magic Goop, Gion means Island Bastard, to name a few. And it
Spaghetti hair.
Yeah. And five years later, almost to the day, because we started this, I think, in October of 2015.
October 2015, yeah.
So almost 5 years to the day, almost 4 years and change. Here we still are talking about Lost.
Oh man, you remember those early days recording in your basement with the one single Yeti microphone that we would sit close to, almost make out, but not quite make out.
Really close. Like pretend I'm me and this is you. We were like this.
Yeah, that was us. Yep.
The microphone right here.
And there were some rough beginnings, but I think we found a groove and made it work. And we started building up our equipment.
Yep.
I remember I ended up selling my gun because I wanted to buy an H6 digital recorder.
Yep. Look, out of all the things, because this is quintessentially Adam. Like, you buy things and you sell them. You buy things and you sell them. You know, to kind of,
it's true.
You know, just cycle through, you know, things.
Yep.
And I always not criticize
I like the latest stuff.
Right. I didn't criticize you, but I teased you about it.
You did. Yes.
But I think out of all the things that you have disposed of to purchase something better, that's probably the best one that you've done. Get rid of
the gun for the H6. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. H6.
Exactly. Yep. Godfather style.
And it's still going strong. We're actually budgeting right now and working on getting a second digital recorder so that Clint has one.
Yep.
That's the goal.
And
goals, people.
I still like the idea of, once all this nonsense is over and we can actually record in person again and go out and be amongst people, that we can take these recorders on the go.
Yes, that's the plan.
Do some remote podcasts, maybe get some interviews, go to some conventions, and talk to some other lost fans, other losties, and maybe we can build this podcast up again. I know I think we've done a great thing with our listener favorite episodes. That's kind of rejuvenated us and has given us something else to do. Maybe hopefully in the future we can.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, they've been great. Maybe in the future we can get back to weekly episodes, or I don't know. I just don't see us.
No, I think there's plenty of runway. There's plenty of runway. This show affords us a lot of runway. There's a lot of things we can do. I know we originally talked about like doing an episode on Bad Twin. I think that would be still fun.
Yeah.
Like even if we end up making fun of the book for 45 minutes, like that sounds fun to me. Chronological Loss. Now, I don't know if we could do every single 123 episodes, but I think it would be interesting to analyze how they do chronological loss at the very least, maybe on an exoskeleton kind of overview type deal. That would be fun.
And I told you this before, and maybe this is peeking behind the curtain a little bit, but I might have a hookup for that. Just FYI.
See?
So work the system. It's the networking.
Fist pump. And now you can see me because we're on video now. This is live. Like
it's live.
Usually do these gestures and nobody can tell, and Clint has to describe them like they're fucking set. What do you call them? It's something in the script, scenic direction.
Right. I'm closed captioning for for motion.
You're my closed captioning. Yeah, that's right.
No, that's since we are live, I have had to watch my mouth a little bit more.
Yeah, sorry about that, everyone.
No, it's a lot more difficult.
It is what it is.
It's a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Now, can you imagine if Lost was like an HBO series?
I've thought about that a lot, and I'm trying to think like of the people who would have a mouth on them. Sawyer. I think Sawyer would definitely have a mouth on him. Miles, for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't see Jack as somebody who would drop F-bombs, like at least not as frequently.
No, I agree. Who was I think? Oh, it'd be hilarious if Saeed did.
No, that'd be amazing. I think Charlie would. Charlie would throw a lot of like.
British... Charlie would curse like someone from Manchester.
Yeah.
Isn't that a lot? Is that something I can look up? Like, how much do people swear in different parts of the world?
Swears to towns in the UK.
I just feel I'm familiar with more Brits who curse than it. I mean, and maybe it's just my own perspective on like American cursing, right?
Right.
When I grew up, like cursing was super taboo, but when I watch like British comedies or something like that, they're cursing all the time.
Yeah. F words, C words. Yeah.
Oh man, Carl Urban in The Boys.
Oh, I know.
That guy has a filthy mouth, and I don't think that's true of all Brits, but oh my god, like that's.
So I watched
so much cursing.
So I think I might be 2 episodes behind on The Boys, but How caught up are you?
You got to catch up, man. We got to talk about this.
Are you caught up though?
Yeah, I think I'm caught up. Yeah.
Okay, so
I finished episode 5.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about this live because if people are watching, we don't want to spoil anything for them, for the boys. But
here we go. Trevor Ryan just commented on YouTube. Hey, if you're still here in a minute, he says, I just found out about this stream. Love you guys. Thank you, Trevor.
Oh, thanks, Trevor.
Appreciate you. We're still here. We're still here for a few more minutes.
I wonder if I can get up on the podcast, not the podcast this year. I'm gonna try and throw it up on. Here, I'm gonna put this up here for me right now. I just want to watch it.
What are you doing?
Like, I'm just putting it up on my phone.
Oh, turn down the volume.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, the delay's not that bad.
Is it not?
No,
I'm not even playing right now. I'm not even playing. Anyway, hey, Trevor's still here, and we said hi. It's a minute delay, but we're still here too. Questions, comments. 16th birthday of Lost.
I just really
September 22nd.
We're watching, and it's just Trevor. So this is just the Trevor show.
No, it must be because I see 2 watching now. One of them must be me.
or me. Maybe it's just us watching ourselves.
Or you.
Like a couple of assholes.
Right, exactly. Let's just pat ourselves on the back right now, Clint, and call it a night.
Right. Well, we are going to. This is going to stay up on our YouTube, and we'll
leave it up there.
Yeah, and we are going to release this as an episode on Patreon, as well. I guess it doesn't really make it that.
Which reminds us, join patreon.com/Clinton Adam. Subscribe at any price you want. Get early access to episodes and other stuff that we'll try to give you because we're thankful for your support.
Absolutely. Now, Adam, what has been...
And this is how professional we are.
I know, exactly. We throw stuff together last minute. Now, in our journey of getting lost for the last 5 years, to you, what has been either the most memorable or the most rewarding of our journey through getting lost?
Well, one, a bond like Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we walk into the hut together and we say, "Dylan, you son of a bitch," and we do the.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That right there, Clint. Like, this has just solidified our bromance forever.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing can come between us now. We've been through so much shit.
Great. Think about the other great bromances in history. Don't even compare.
Exactly. I'm going to say the other most memorable parts are just like being able to interact with people either in person. We've had, we got to have people locally here with us come be on the show, and then virtually through Zoom or whatever, and distance calling, FaceTime, because even before the pandemic, we did that with a few people, and it was just the most amazing thing. So getting to know just everyone out there that listens to the show has been amazing, and hearing your insights on stuff that didn't even faze me at the time, or the 8th time I watched the show, just like things were blowing my mind. Matt said it last week that Joel had some insights on the incident that we hadn't even thought about. Kind of like, and I think we've got something like that from every single listener favorite episode that we've done, and it's just been so much fun.
Absolutely. So I'm still waiting on Joel's thesis about the episode.
Yeah. Trevor says Turk and JD don't even come close to our bromance.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
It's guy love. Yeah, so those are my 2 things. Just like being able to do this project with you has been really fun. You're my best friend, and it's been awesome. And then just meeting so many other amazing people out there. And I hope we get to keep meeting more. We've got a couple more listener favorite episodes out there, but if you want to come back, or if you're still new and you're wanting to join us for the first time, let's do this.
Yeah.
Even if we start working on something else and you still want to do a listener favorite, it's one of my favorite parts of this whole thing.
We don't necessarily have to end that series. We can keep it going.
Yeah, there's no end date.
Yeah.
whenever people want to come on and talk about the show.
Yeah.
And it's so relaxed too. I think we do a good job at.
Oh, I know. I am
having a conversation with people.
I am still always surprised when we get listeners on and they're like, "Oh yeah, I was just really nervous to be on the show with you guys." Like, look, it's very sweet and very flattering that you think that we're like these, these big shot podcasters. We're not. We're everyday Joes who have day jobs and families, and like this is seriously just like our hobby. But again, that makes me like so grateful and just humbled by all of our listeners that have been with us from the beginning and the new listeners that are coming out of the woodwork. It's just it's been an amazing experience to just meet all these people, and like we have friends all over the globe now. Like we can go to the UK and we can hang out with Manda. We can go to freaking San Diego and hang out with Dave. Like we have all these friends now. We can go to Southern California and hang out with Justin. All these friends that we like commute.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Upstate New York.
Yeah, everywhere. We can go anywhere.
I'm gonna laugh about that stupid joke forever.
I know, right? He's not even from an area. Like if he's
I know.
If he's gonna be saying like, "Oh, I'm walking here," like he's not gonna be talking to a cab. He's gonna be talking to some sheep herder. No, but like you and I literally have friends everywhere. We can go anywhere and have a place to stay because these people have been so generous, so nice, and we just love all of our
and vice versa. You want to come over here and get a slice and go out? Like, come on down.
As soon as the clouds of chaos,
pandemic,
as soon as all that
and the fires,
as soon as all that
murder hornets,
oh my god,
storms.
This year has been just like a dumpster fire. If we could describe
Trevor, it's just Lost. I gotta say, Trevor's asking what's the next pod. I gotta be honest with you. Not that I'm not open to other ideas. We tried the movie thing and it just did not work.
It didn't work.
And I think part of it is not necessarily, I mean, it was there's a lot of components I think that go into a good podcast. One is a theme that you and your co-hosts like are passionate about. I think that's huge. Didn't I? Oh, I think I told in your podcast class I had like the 3 C's, right? Content,
yes,
co-host, and consistency.
Yep.
Those are my podcast pillars. Like have a good co-host that you can work off of with, dynamically, that you've got a good balance. Clint and I don't agree on everything. He's got his opinions and I've got mine. But I think we do agree on a good number of things. We've got a good balance. That's what I'm going to say.
On the important things.
Yeah, I'm going to say we have a good balance.
Yeah.
But then also the content. So when we started doing the movie stuff, like we both love movies, but it was just different. It was a different feeling coming in and wanting to discuss it and go in it at length.
Yeah.
Whereas Lost, we had this natural flow of getting somewhere.
Right. And the trouble with the movie podcast that we did too is just like that's where we do have a lot of differing opinions about what we find entertaining. And that's not to say that my opinion's bad or that your opinion's bad. It's just that what we find entertaining is different. I like a lot of old movies. Adam doesn't, and that's okay.
Trevor says our show wasn't stale, but thank you.
Oh, thank you.
It was hard. It was hard to be passionate,
Right.
I think at least for me, and I speak for myself on that. But when we started diving back into these Lost episodes, all of a sudden that fire was rekindled, right? Yeah. I mean, did you feel that too? It was like,
absolutely,
man, I like doing this. Because we went on a hiatus. We did the Clinton Adams show, Getting Real, basically, and then we did a hiatus.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we came back and we're like, oh yeah, we love this. And part of it, I think, was the Lost content and the Lost community that we got to be a part of. So,
and I think we the reason why the Getting Lost revival with the listener favorite episodes worked so well is that we realized that we were pushing ourselves too much when we ended Getting Lost the first time, because we were trying to do entire season binges for episodes.
That's true.
And that just burnt us out like super fast because like don't get us wrong, we love Lost, but like
watching a whole season of Lost.
Gosh, yeah, it was too much.
I mean, in a short amount of time, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But now
I think we've got a good flow here, and we're going to keep pursuing this, right?
Agreed. Yep, absolutely. Now, if you don't mind.
That being said, Clint does do another show.
That's what I was just gonna say. As I say, if you don't,
Oh yeah.
mind,
Oh, sorry.
I do have another show. I do have another podcast that I do with some other friends of mine, and it is about film. It's about troubled film productions of all of your favorite movies and some of movies that aren't your favorites. It's called "It Was a Shit Show," and it's a YouTube show and it's a podcast as well. So if you just search for "It Was a Shit Show," shit without the I, you can find us there. Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcasts. But it's a really fun show that I've been doing. We talk about a lot of my favorite movies, some movies that I've never even heard of. But yeah, we talk a lot about troubled film productions and what it took to make these different films.
Yeah. I'm actually also producing another show from a couple of friends of mine. Oh, actually yours too. Our friends Wendy and Tiffany. And I'm pretty sure they started posting online, so I think I'm okay to share this. But it's going to be called "And the Oscar Does Not Go To."
Yep, they do have an Instagram.
And they are talking about, right? Yeah. And they will be talking about movies that were nominated but didn't win an Oscar, and kind of compare that and bump it up against the movie that did win.
Yep.
So far, they've got a few episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
And the Oscar Does Not Go To. That's their Instagram handle.
We've got a few episodes in the cache right now. We're working on getting that all set up and approved through all the different channels, but it's been fun to work on so far. I think it's great. They are two very funny ladies, but they're also very analytical and smart. Tiffany has worked a little bit in the movie industry. And she's out in LA.
That's right.
Close by. Anyway, so I'm excited when that one goes live. We'll definitely let you know that they are good friends of ours, and we're excited to see their show start coming out. And it's been fun to work on as well.
Yeah, so
we've had some fun discussions about their process.
So again, if you want more Clinton Adam-esque things, you can check out my new show, It Was a Shit Show, and the Adam produced show, And the Oscar Does Not Go To, for all of your film podcast needs.
It's a cool premise. I like when we find cool niche things like that, because I never thought Getting Lost would have blown up the way it did.
Oh, I know.
But we found the community. We found it on Reddit. We found friends on Facebook. Way back when on the Tumblr days. It's not that people don't use. Do people still use Tumblr?
The only person that I know that uses Tumblr is you.
I don't use Tumblr.
No, you use Imgur. Imgur. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, Imgur. I don't use Tumblr.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anybody who uses.
But
Tumblr.
we found this really cool community that was just awesome, and I think when you find that groove and you're passionate about it, like we have been, and Lost may not be Clint's absolute favorite show.
It's not, but I love it.
Even mine. But we found a passion in doing this project, and I think that's what made a difference for us as far as engagement and energy and consistency. So.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're going to let everybody go. It's a school night here.
Yeah.
But happy Lost Day.
If that means anything anymore.
2004. Oh, come on. That's true. It's true.
Yeah.
But we hope you all stay safe. Thanks, Trevor, for commenting on YouTube. I didn't see any others. Oh, maybe there's a couple here. I didn't see them till just now. Oh, Justin said liked our tweet, but anyway, if you see this after the fact, we love you all. Thank you for being on this journey with us. We hope you'll stay with us for future projects as we go along. If you're interested in joining us for any listener favorite episodes, we do have a spreadsheet that we can share with you on which episodes have been taken. We'd love to get you on the schedule. Even if it's not your first, second, or third episode that you love, let's get your fourth favorite.
Yeah, let's talk about
something that stands out to you. Something that stands out to you, because I think what's been best is someone who has. I don't want to put a gatekeeper up there. That's not what I'm trying to do, because I think everyone has absolutely contributed something amazing to the show. Right. What I'm just saying is, like, if it's an episode that you have thoughts about, let's talk about it. Let's do it. Let's get on that episode. Yeah, no 100%. Qualifications. That's all I wanted to say.
There you go.
But yeah, email us clintonadam@gmail.com. And yeah, what a good night.
It was fun. Yeah. Thanks for thinking of the idea.
Safe out there.
Yeah. Namaste.
Hey, I think we should do live stuff Yeah, Nama, stay safe. Let's do this maybe monthly or something.
Okay,
Maybe have someone on with us.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. All right. Good night, everybody. Don't be a dick.
That's good.
Well, did that work? Does that come off good?
I said that was great. It came off great.
All right. I'm ending it now, everyone.